Stratford Basin, done.
I wouldn't say done. We've been here 2 nights. It's really nice. It's quite noisy. Like on Sunday when you arrived, there were so many tourists, even though it's mid-November. And then like people commute through it, which is lovely, but it just means that you've got all the school children coming and going. And
which is cute. This morning George jumped off the front of the boat and scared a bunch of young women to be into fits of giggles. And yesterday we were invaded by some tourists from China. They were lovely and sweet, but they all wanted to jump on the boat in turn to have a picture taken, so I was standing out here for about 20 minutes. Should have been collecting some fees.
Yeah, should have.
Very nice of them, coming down to see everything.
But at least they are. They didn't just stand on.
Oh yeah, no, they were like totally gracious about it, but it was really funny because they're like, Can I stand on the front of your boat? Oh, sure. Yes, no problem. She gets on and takes a photo. And then she jumps off, and then the next one jumps on, and then the next one jumps on, and the next one jumps on. I'm like, so by I, you mean your entire group. Okay, no problem, but...
It's been a while since we've been on the canal. I mean, the Gloucester and Sharpness is the canal, but it's kind of different canal.
Yeah.
So yeah, the River Severn, and then nearly 2 weeks on the River Avon. So we're finally going back onto canals. I'm quite excited.
Yeah.
Literally
narrow locks, quite a few of them. Just
around the corner is the first lock, I think. So, and then we're going to stop at Asda, which isn't that far away, and then we're going to go as far as, I think it's called Wilmcote or something.
Yeah, basically it's the top of the. I think there's a flight of like 13 locks or something, and at the top of that flight is a train station.
16 in locks to do in total.
16 locks, and then there's a train station, and we need to be at the train station for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it. That's today. Weather is
cold, grey,
miserable so far, but not, could be worse.
And we tend not to light the fire if we're cruising, especially if we get going early in the morning. So it's bloody cold on the boat.
It's blazing cold.
It's cold.
Okay, we're on our way.
Yep. So the bridge that we go through is just there to exit the basin. Not very wide, not very tall.
Yeah. So we basically have to do a fairly rapid 90-degree turn without running into the Shakespearean ice cream boat over there, and then head on through to the other side.
So a boat has just come into the basin this morning.
Yeah.
Where did it come from? Did you see?
That way.
No, but I just wondered if it was on one of those moorings.
What?
I just wondered if it had just moved from one of those moorings.
No. Came in from over here, pulled up over there, couldn't get in over there, went onto that thing, turned back and spun around so we could get over there.
So
apparently there's this is going to be used for winter mooring as well, so there's at least one more boat that's expected to show up to stay here for the whole winter.
That's not a winter mooring boat.
Not that one. But we might have one more piece of traffic to pass because they're due today. They thought it was us.
Who did?
Well, one of the guys who stays on one of the boats here thought that we might be the winter mooring. The other winter moorer.
Well,
we are not.
What I was going to say, and I always jinx this when I say this, is that because the boat came down, the lock should be in our favour. And that means they're not now.
So when you know it's going to jinx us,
well, a boat.
You barrel through anyway.
A boat went up yesterday, so it depends how far that one's come. I don't know.
Okay.
Lots of fun. heard that the locks on the South Stratford were narrow. The locks are fine, it's just the gates. The lower gates don't open all the way. So it's a real squeeze to get in. So we're on a lock 3. And that's 3 locks we've had issues with. This was the worst. I'm hoping it gets better. We did 4 locks. They weren't, like, we had heard that the locks were skinny. The locks weren't skinny, but getting past the gates was the issue because they don't open all the way.
Yeah.
So pretty much every lock was a problem.
Yeah, the first one was the only real, like, we got stuck. I had to back up and push through, but eventually we made it through the door. So, yeah, good fun. The rest of them have been a little bit tight, but not...
We've got 12 more to do, so hopefully they're not all bad. Stopped to go to Asda. Wasn't an Asda, well, it was an Asda Living, whatever that is. No food.
Yeah.
Luckily there's a Tesco's next door, so we had to walk a bit further.
So we got food now. We fed some ducks. George has played ball. The weather's turning a bit, but we got 12 blocks to go, so we better get moving.
Yeah, I hate stopping to do stuff because I never want to get going again.
Yeah.
But
Especially because I just stomped on part of our chimney, so now we got to take a look and see whether or not that is damaged or not.
Okay, let's get going.
All right. First, I'm going to take a look at this.
We've done 12 locks, 4 more to go. It's trying to rain. George is being really well behaved. He found a ball at one of the locks and since then he's a bit obsessed with us throwing it for him. But there's nothing new there. So I've just got to Wilmcote Top Lock, and this is officially the first day ever when we've done this many locks, like 12 we've done today. 16 we've done today. And every single one has been in our favour. That has never happened. And some even had the gates open for us because these gates are difficult to keep shut. So yeah, it's a good day. So we are at our destination.
We're just to the side of, I believe it's called Mary Arden's house, Shakespeare's mother's house, which we may wander over to probably tomorrow. Yeah, 7.5 miles, 16 locks.
Was it 7.5 miles?
Yeah.
I walked it all.
Yeah.
I didn't ride any of it.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we squeezed through all the locks fine, just about, although we might have lost a little bit of paint on our...
More than a little bit of paint. We definitely lost some paint, yeah. So basically some of the locks are very narrow. The most narrow one is apparently number 47, although it didn't give us as much trouble as the first one.
The trouble we had was with the gates not opening.
Yeah.
It
wasn't that the stone was too narrow.
No.
There was a couple of them where it looked like the stone was too narrow.
And then at lock 42 we discovered, or Michael discovered, a bit of a sinkhole where water must be leaking through the bricks onto the lock side.
Yeah, so I stepped off the boat and was like, I could put my whole leg down that. And then we got here where there is a wall that's collapsing and a sign that seems to have something to do with that wall, and I want to read that sign when we get over there in a minute.
Oh, there's a sign just down there that says that bridge was built when the canal was derelict, and they didn't want to actually build a bridge. They were like, why are we building a bridge? There's no canal, let's just build the path or the road. But the Stratford Canal Society successfully fought to have it made into a bridge.
Oh, good.
So that was a nice little story.
But there has been a couple of short bridges on this one.
Yeah, there really has, hasn't there?
Yeah, I spent a little bit of time at 45 degrees. That was fun. Well, 90 degrees, not 45. That's just silly.
And I read somewhere that this used to be, before it was looked after by the Canal and River Trust, it was looked after by the National Trust, and then it was handed over to the Canal and River Trust to manage. There's a bit of a remnant of that, because in one of the locks there's one of the stones has got the National Trust logo on it.
Yeah, so it's the pathway down to Stratford and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of almost a perfect distance and number of locks today.
Could have been 2 less locks.
And the locks, they were all set in our favour, every last one. That's never happened before.
There was one that wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah.
There
was one, well, it might have been mainly set in our favor.
I had to drop it a foot, but that was it.
Right, so we were lucky.
Really lucky.
Thank you, whoever came down last.
The gates were a bit, not tricky, but they were quite heavy, and they'd like to swing open and shut when you want the opposite.
Twice, I think it was.
Yeah, where I'd gone to do the paddle, and then the door.
Went and did the paddle,
gate.
And neither of us noticed that the door slammed open, so.
And then when you leave, once you'd left the lock, because obviously you're supposed to shut the pedals and the gates behind you, you'd shut the gate and then it would try and swing over, so you just have to lean on it for 10 or 20 seconds, and then it kind of equalises, and then you can walk away. I said to Michael, because obviously we've been on the rivers for 2 or 3 weeks, I was like, I miss the rivers, but I don't. It's really nice to be able to walk with the dog. Oh, and hasn't George been a good boy today?
Oh, George has been so cute today.
He's been really cute today.
He's been
I really love him.
I will run across the boat. I will run back across the boat. Daddy, will you toss the ball for me?
I really love him today.
Yeah.
Even though he stinks of swamp.
Yeah, he's gotten himself pretty filthy. So I think I'm going to have to give him a bath.
Quite often at the locks, I'll just attach his lead to a bench or something, but I hardly did it at all today. I just let him run around, and it was really good.
Yeah, no, it was great. And towards the end, he was just like, I'm just going to put the ball here on the edge, Dad. Just in case you decide to push it. Nope. Okay, I'll move on.
And he put his ball down on the edge of one lock, and the boat was coming up, and then he forgot where he put it, so he jumped on the boat and got another ball.
Yeah.
We don't usually let him have a ball when we're doing the locks, because it's not ideal to play with them. But he found one at one of the locks, so then he just had it for the rest of the day.
He was all like, treasure!
Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Click the bell if you want to get notifications. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully the bloopers aren't as long as they have been.
Good morning.
What the heck happened to my...
Bed.
I've got a cow lick. We got a moose lick.
Oh, I didn't mention that cow that came into the bedroom last night
What?
to lick your head. Come on.
Might be a moose lick. Might be a... Oh, it's pretty bad. Anyway. George is about to lose his ball. 1 second. George hasn't quite figured out the kind of idea of downhill slopes.
And if you let me go inside, I will shop quicker than you.
She's a faster shopper than me. I'm the pack animal. George is also a pack animal, but
it doesn't carry much.
He doesn't carry
He
much.
manages to carry his ball and that's it.
Yeah. All
Lots
right.
of fun.
Where are my jacket and stuff?
Where are my jackets?
Where are my jacket? Wherefore pop down jackets? Jojo, we might need to get another nappy pin
Why?
because this mooring ring is a wee bit on the loose side.
Do it again.
Chapati in my pants. It's just something funny about that. Shakespeare came up with puns like that. So thanks for watching. Like the bell, click the comment. I don't know. What am I talking about again? Right?
Someone said you need cue cards.
I do need cue cards. I need a telephone. So thanks for watching. Click the bell if you want to subscribe. Nope. Wait, hold on.
Hey, did you do this on purpose?
No, seriously.
You just said your foot hurts and you want to get in.
Dude, my foot's killing me, and now my other foot's killing. So thanks for watching. Click the bell if you want to subscribe. Down.
If
Should I try that again?
you want.
No, I don't want to. Okay.